Live from News Channel 5.
Statistics show depression is the most common mental health problem in the U.S., affecting more than 17 million people each year. And now cyberbullying is compounding the problem. So one organization aiming to battle the issue is the Anthropedia Foundation, and Dr. Kevin Cloninger is here to talk about that. Thank you so much for coming in this early this Saturday morning. Tell me about why the Anthropedia Foundation was begun. What was the impetus behind it?
Well, the World Health Organization, other health organizations around the world have documented a rise in lifestyle and stress-related illness, and that's leading to all kinds of problems. And all of these organizations recommend education to treat the problem. We need changes in lifestyle, and that's fundamentally an educational problem. So we're trying to tackle this problem with an interdisciplinary team and create a lot of educational programs and resources to help people deal with these burgeoning problems.
Wow, so talk about the connection between depression and cyberbullying. Is there really a direct connection?
In a sense there is, because what we see is that as mental health decreases, there tends to be more violence both inside of ourselves and between people. And so a lot of these cyberbullying problems are actually issues of authority and power out of balance. And this violence, kind of internal violence, when we're mean with ourselves, we tend to be mean with others. And so depression is sort of lurking behind a lot of these problems.
And this has become a huge topic in schools, cyberbullying.
Yes.
So are we seeing this in this young age group that we at one time thought was immune from depression and some of these issues?
Well, you know, I don't know if kids have ever been immune, but what we know right now is that about 12.5% of teenagers are depressed. In a recent study, there was 8% who reported a major depressive episode in the last year when asked. Yeah. So depression is really on the rise, not only in children but also in adults, and so it's a real problem we need to start addressing.
So what can schools, what can parents do to fix the problem?
Well, I think what's very important is to understand that violence in any form, and that means also if I'm just being abusive, say verbally, or if I'm being mean or ununderstanding or unempathetic, leads to this kind of bullying. And these power differentials, whether that be in parenting or in teaching, between an adult and a student, lead to tension and violence. And then kids will act out more or less based on the models that they're following. So one of the things that parents can do and teachers can do is work on their own mental health, work on removing violence from their own lives, and be the change they want to see in the world. That's what we're encouraging.
And that can have an impact on their children?
That has a dramatic impact on their children, actually, because the kids are looking for the models and they don't have them. So if the models are being violent, if their teachers are being bullies, and there often are, or if administrators are being bullies with teachers, kids are doing the same.
The same thing.
Yep.
All right. The Anthropedia Foundation sounds so interesting. Much more information online.
Yep.
And there's also resources for parents and schools there as well.
That's right.
And the work you do. Thank you so much, Dr. Kevin Cloninger.
Thank you for having me.
For coming in and talking about that.